Hi everyone, welcome to another follow along Friday. We're gonna go in and inspect the hive today, see what's going on. If you noticed last week we didn't post a video. Since we had just added that second deep box, I wouldn't have expected them to be doing a whole lot yet, besides maybe drying out some of that foundation. So we're gonna go in and do a little bit more of an inspection today, make sure that the foundation's being drawn out on that second or in the top box. Probably go down into the second deep, just make sure we're seeing, either eggs, larvae, caproot. All right, let's get it open. Make sure we still have food in our feeder pail, because if you remember, anytime you're drying out new foundation, you continue to feed. Always feed. And it still feels pretty heavy, so I know that my pail is still has a good amount of nectar or pro-sweet in it. So I'm going to keep that level, because anytime you take that feeder pail, flip it over off the telly cover, you have to refill it. If you do not have your bucket 3/4 full and you flip the bucket over, you have to make sure it's 3/4 full, otherwise the suction isn't created and you can douse your bees with feed and kill them. So you do not want to do that. Let's give the guys a little smoke. Right, and if you have or are going to purchase the electric smoker, which is amazing, just know that you shouldn't put wood shavings in there, because wood burns and can start on fire really fast, and the speed and airflow of that smoker can probably start it on fire. So just make sure it's just the quick start pellets and cotton that go in the electric smoker. All right, get that off. Now I did come and replace the pollen patty last week, so what I did do last week is just make sure there was feed and pollen patty in there. I replaced the patty, but the feed was still full. So let's work on this frame. I always struggle with the outside ones. Just ask Tom, he's like, it should be easy. He always says everything's easy, by the way. Nothing being built out on these on the outside frame. Got some building on the inside of that frame, building some wax. Just kind of want to see how much they're drawing these frames out at this time. And she could be up here laying. Have a bit more. Oh, this side is a lot more drawn out. If you can see that. Doing a good job building that out. This side's still work in progress. Lots of nectar, lots more drawn out on this one. I'm not seeing any eggs, just a lot of nectar. They're even capping some honey at the top there. Got a lot more honey on this one. Some capped again. Yep. Drawing a lot of nectar on these frames. But they are very drawn out. And one of these I think it's this next frame is the one that we brought up from the bottom when we added that deep box. Same story, lots of nectar. go one more frame. Once I get done with this frame, probably go check the bottom. Look like they've drawn out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And as you remember, we're only 10 frames in this box. Same story. Drawing it out, some nectar. All right. I'm gonna put this back together and go look in the second box. Now I'm gonna go into the second box. Make sure that we're seeing brood, some eggs. Give them a little smoke. Oh, want my frame perch. These end frames tend to get missed, but you can see they are starting to build some wax on the end there. This side is completely blank. Bunch of nectar. Pretty heavy. Nectar, I got some larvae in here. More smoke. My queen's on this frame. There's some cat brood. Can you spot her? Make sure I keep her over here so I don't want to lose track of her. Smush her or do something with her. So I'm gonna wait because she's right at the end of that frame there. I know she's on that frame. Got some cat brood, some eggs on this side. So I'm just not gonna go forward any further. I know where my queen is. I'm gonna leave her be. I'm gonna close this back up. There we go. Don't forget to take the frame perch off. You remember that after you get done and it's hanging off the side, it's never fun to go back in and do that again. Oh, I'm gonna give them a little smoke before I do this. Get them down. scrape off some of this wax. Come on, ladies, get out of there. Keep moving. Back up, put my pollen patty back on. Feeder pail. And that is it. We are good for this week. Definitely saw them drying out foundation in that top box. That's what we're looking for. There is some nectar. They're capping some of it. Saw some eggs and larvae and cap brood in the bottom box. That's what we want to see. So we are good for this week, and we will see you next Friday on Follow Along Friday by Nature's Nectar.